Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3 with me, Bring It On. Let's swap this back to my Amulet of Greater Health, then head back to camp.
Moving in.
Credit where it's due. Shadowheart is tenacious and tougher than I expected. Pain can break anyone, but she bore it well and got what she wanted, even if she's damned herself to a lifetime of that same pain. Well, hello. What can I do for you?
A privilege to witness such a reunion. Shadowheart deserves to have her family restored, when Shar has taken so much from her already.
Shadowheart looks so happy, doesn't she? She seems, found. In a way she never seen before, even when she was most devoted to Shar. Her folks must be so glad to have her back, and to see who she's become.
Boo is overjoyed with our victory. Another den of evil vanquished, and an old foe defeated. Well, Viconio was a friend for a short time beforehand, but then a foe once more.
I was about to say.
Yes, Boo, a most wicked witch. The very mention of her name gives him nightmares to this day.
Why is he so scared of Viconia?
Do not be afraid, Boo. She is not here. And you, bite your tongue until your eyes water and your hairs curl.
Sorry, but why is he so afraid of her?
Boo and Minsk have traveled far and wide, and met many fine and not so fine people. It will surprise you to learn that even the wisest of friends do not always recognize Boo for what he is.
A miniature giant space hamster?
Exactly! The Drow was a cruel witch, but a clever one. She knew what Boo was right away, and she had never seen his like before. She wished to inspect his handsome magnificence, and so she did. One night, while he lay asleep, twitching his whiskers in happy dreams, she crept upon his tiny bedroll holding a knife as slim as a toothpick. She meant to spill his miniature guts and study them.
I'm surprised you didn't kill her there and then.
I did not get the chance. Boo never sleeps deeply while evil is near. He sprang into action and almost blinded the witch. She had fled from our camp by morning, when Boo told me the whole tale over a breakfast of berries and nuts. Ha! The heart of a berserker beats in the cleric's chest. Shar thinks this pain is a punishment. No! Pain is a promise that all our enemies' blows have not killed us, and will be heaped back upon their heads tenfold. Lady of Loss, I see now, Boo, because she is always losing.
That's a familiar sentiment. Pain reminds you that you're alive. There was a book, Sunfang. It was the first time I was introduced to that. It's a Warhammer fantasy book. Maybe it's called Runefang. One of the two.
Shar believes us so fearful of pain that we would empty our lives of all other feeling just to escape it. I will admit a petty sort of pleasure in watching Shadowheart make the goddess look a lackwit. Yes?
Disappointed she has nothing else to say about Viconia.
Shadowheart did what was right, knowing she stood to suffer for it. In so doing, she proved what it means to be a hero.
Shar sought to rob Shadowheart of her family, of her true nature. But no more. Now the healing can begin.
That little hideaway that we found in the cloister, it almost felt like I'd found a piece of my childhood. A childhood I don't truly remember. But remember it or not, I felt right at home there. Surrounded by books and night orchids.
Why did you even need a hideaway? It's kind of a silly question, but...
Well, can you imagine what it would have been like growing up in that place? Endless training, no privacy, facing scorn wherever I looked. I can very easily imagine I needed somewhere to escape to, if I was to survive. Nocturne and I must have come here a lot. We probably had plenty we wanted to hide from. Anyway, I think that little hideaway helped shape who I am, as much as any sermon or training did. Funny the things that influence you.
I heard birdsong at dusk coming here. You don't know what it's like to hear music like that again, after so long without. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My daughter found her way in the end, and found a good friend in you along the way. Oh, I see. More than a friend. Apologies. I forget my little girl is not so little anymore.
I was about to say.
Apologies. Even the littlest thing wears me out. I should rest a little. We'll talk soon, Arnell.
Arnell's your husband. I'm Donald.
Oh, I see. Do forgive me.
You've shown great kindness, allowing my wife and I to remain with you. Thank you. I'm glad Jennifer found you.
As am I.
You are more than just a friend to her, aren't you? I saw the way she looked at you. It reminded me of her mother when we first met. Don't worry. I am truly glad she found you. And I have scant energy to play the stern father. There must be stories you could tell. But perhaps another time. I'm afraid my strength has not returned just yet. Decades in that place has left me maimed. Body and soul. Some rest, perhaps, will make me better company. Forgive me, I am still weak. Aching limbs and fogged mind. I'll prove better company after I've rested, I assure you.
I think I need to clear my head now, dear. We'll speak later.
And now it's time to long rest.
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something? Doesn't look like anyone's been here in a while. Perhaps people lost faith. Or forgot about it. I wanted to come here to see if I felt anything that I hadn't done before. Now that I know what I know. Now that I know who I am.
You've turned from Shar. It doesn't necessarily oblige you to come here and embrace Selûne.
True. But too much freedom can be frightening. Lonely. And there's a reason why so many are eager to bow. I have my family back. And now I can't even look them in the eye. I don't deserve to be anyone's daughter.
Nice close-up of my disgusting, veiny back.
That's not true.
Not even close.
I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to see me like this.
Alive? Free? Feeling? I've dreamt for years of seeing you like this.
Seeing you as yourself again, Jen. It kept us going all this time.
I can't be your Jennifer. Not as you remember her.
Of course you can.
No. I'd be turning my back on too much. Shadowheart is as much part of who I am as Jennifer. I can't just forget her. That's not what I do anymore. Besides, Shadowheart still suits me. Even better than before, perhaps. You can't cast a shadow without some light. Don't worry. I'm still your daughter. If you want me to be.
I'll call you whatever you like, so long as you're happy. Arnell?
The Moon Maiden guides and helps us find our true selves. Shadowheart. Daughter.
Looking ahead.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth.
I reach forward and yank at it.
He gives in and surrenders his find to you.
I give him a pet. And thanks for the sandals, I guess.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Moon Maiden's blessings to you.
How do you feel now? You seemed confused before.
It comes and goes, and eventually it will come more often than it goes. Time is far crueler than Shar could ever be. Do not think I will ever get better. But I wish to make the most of the time I have left with my family. Besides, I'm tougher than I look. I'll fight on, now that I have something to fight for.
I'm glad things worked out for you and your family.
We are a small family. Smaller than I hoped for. But we are whole again.
What comes for you now?
Now this old lady will be getting in the way in your fine camp, I'm afraid. Don't worry. I shall pull my weight and help how I can. After so long in captivity, it feels good to use my hands again.
Oh man. No, we'll just leave.
Seluna's blessings to you.
What comes next for you?
My wife will need care. I wish to find somewhere quiet, close to nature, where the sun can warm us and the moon can watch over us as we sleep. And Shadowheart, too, may wish to join us, perhaps, with her fine Paramour at her side, once you've put down this absolute threat together. I've gleaned enough from word around this camp to know you're more than capable. You will prevail.
Yeah, I'm pretty awesome. You accept your daughter's choice of name?
Of course. Only a fool would alienate his child over a name. Shadowheart must determine her own path. That is what the Moon Maiden teaches. Still, I am unused to it. I can only hope she forgives a slip of the tongue now and again, until I adapt.
You're a lycanthrope. Shadowheart shared some of her memories with me.
I am. But with Seluna's guidance, I learned how to control the beast long ago. I only let it loose again when my family was threatened. Unfortunately, I was unable to stop what befell us, as neither elf nor wolf.
What happened during all those years? What did they make your daughter do to you?
I'm sorry, but what happened in that room? That must stay within the family. Just know that we endured and are grateful for your help.
And back to Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, I had a feeling. What if the guard outside is hostile too? Ow. Yep, she was. I could have just looked up here.
Charge! But charge quietly. Villainous face, virtuous fist.
Let's close the door before we loot everything and get our buffs out.
Let's get on with it.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. All right, what now?
Guess that's it, unless I want to use elemental weapon.
The corpse remains silent.
Stop wriggling, Boo, and prick up your ear.
Oh, a lot of stuff. A grief key, a small iron key, and a lockbox key, an elaborately gilded key. The Ways of the Heart, an introduction. In long-winding prose, the book promises it can help alleviate all sorts of emotional distress, which it categorizes as heart forms. But what heart form afflicts you, dear reader? All of us suffer, but not equally. Consider the most common maladies of the spirit: the violent heart, the melancholy heart, the craven heart, the false heart, the prying heart, the jealous heart. The book continues, promising volumes dedicated to exploring each heart form in depth, available for purchase at the House of Grief. Soothing the Violent Heart. A self-help book claiming to comfort those prone to hot tempers and violent urges. Hot-bloodedness has its place within a healthy, balanced spirit. But what if the blood boils? What if a violent heart spurs its possessor to dire thoughts, words, or even deeds? You must forgive your foe, help them up, even heal the wounds you open upon them. Or if you cannot heal them, how can you heal yourself? The book continues on at great length, suggesting treatments pioneered by the House of Grief may help, should self-improvement fail. Denying the Prying Heart. A self-help tome boasting means of moving past inclinations towards nosiness and interfering with others. To become involved in the lives of others is a simple fact of life. What if you become too involved? To vicariously sup upon the joys, sadnesses, and secrets of those around yourself points to a sickening emptiness in the heart. You must fill it with life and feeling of your own, even if it hurts you, even if it poisons you. Otherwise, you will remain an empty vessel. The book continues on at great length, suggesting treatments pioneered by the House of Grief may help, should self-improvement fail. I'm not going to read that last paragraph every time. Emboldening the Craven Heart. A self-help volume claiming to be able to help the timid and weak-spirited find their inner strength. Not everyone needs to be a hero, but all hearts need courage just as all stomachs need food. But what if you find yourself denied your measure? What if fear and doubt grips you all too easily? You must stand fast and face your fears resolutely. Do not flee or take desperate futile action. Present your best self to the world, and soon your heart shall believe in it also. And same paragraph at the bottom. Warming the melancholy heart. A self-help book purporting to help those suffering from melancholia. What of sadness, dear reader, that assails you without rhyme or reason? What if the sunniest of days can become smothered in gloom, with no end in sight? The remedy may seem non-existent, but it is not so. No heart that beats is a stranger to that which gives it joy. You must seek it out however you can. Music can lift moods as easily as flame can melt ice. Reconciling the jealous heart. A self-help tome claiming to help those prone to jealousy. You covet what others have, while neglecting what you already lay claim to. Does your desire for more curdle into a mire of self-pity? You must prise yourself from the fetid swamp of jealousy before it drowns you. Think not of what others have, or what they do not have. There is joy to be found in helping others. Joy, and perhaps salvation also. Confronting the false heart. A self-help volume purporting to help those prone to deceit and insincerity. I've read this one already. Absolving the wayward heart. A curious self-help tome that claims to help those who have disappointed their elders. It seems to have been hastily printed and bound and strikes an oddly harsh tone. We've read this too. I've seen the grief key already.
To keep going.
Oh, real quick, let's go back and talk to Shadowheart's parents one more time. I didn't exhaust the follow-up dialogue with them. As most NPCs have two things to say every time you trigger a conversation.
Maiden's blessings to you.
Saluna's blessings to you.
Nothing new there. Okay. Just wanted to be sure.
We've been kept by the fates.
I think I should be quite happy living in a tree. Greenery and birdsong all around.
Odd, isn't it? Oh, my parents never sang me lullabies, yet I've got one wormed in my mind. Clear as day.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
How can you tell?
A harper must sometimes invite herself in.
What path lies before me?
That's because there's nothing here to feel. This is a couple of places.
With our loved ones.
Okay, guess we'll head down to this small park. Kale Dorix.
You might be waiting a while. I've been standing around for an age.
Oh, I spoke to you already.
What I'd give to be
I still need you, love. I always will.
Alright, Belora Truscott and Finn Truscott.
Beautiful day, isn't it? Do make the most of it. You never know how many you've got left. This was always her favorite season. What I'd give to feed the ducks with her again.
There's no cure for a broken heart. But a bit of sunlight and fresh air helps. Sometimes. Perhaps it's time to revisit the idea of adopting a dog. There's only so much peace a person can take. Remember when she fell down the stairs and split her chin?
Okay, is that it? We can try to go down this way. Hi, it's Wobrin.
The Gondian menace is finally over. Now is the time for the Iron Hand gnomes. A true leader never forgets those who lifted him up. When the time comes, you may call on the Iron Hand gnomes. We will fight with you to defend this city. It is ours, after all.
Okay, so I did accidentally complete that quest. I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to since he wasn't back at his headquarters.
The Gondian menace is final. When the time...
So maybe we can go back and talk to... How can we get back here? What is she doing all the way over here?
You've wandered into a forbidden area. You sense it might be time to leave.
Okay, I don't think you're supposed to be here anyway. Yeah, I think we can wander back there. But she was over there next to, Janeth's estate. No idea why she's there now. But we can talk to Barkus now. So we didn't actually set off the bomb. We didn't kill the Gondians. There was a kill switch with Gortash.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
How much farther can I go?
I still need to find at least one more piece of dribbles before I can turn it into Lucretia. I believe we're missing the head. That's why they need to mad me for going down here. That's okay.
Best keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
Yeah.
Gondians respond well to reason. So when you meet them, be reasonable.
Yeah, about that. Well, I think we're done with Baldur's Gate then. We can probably head to the sewers. Let's head back and just double check. Probably double check my quest log as well. I think we're just about ready to enter the Undercity.
You think the late Lord Gortash was it goes on about him.
Entangled. Alright, what do we got going on? Dirt mounds in the graveyard. We have this guy to deal with still, but we haven't found... his heart, I think, is what we need to actually kill him. We have these over here. I'm not too concerned about the loot in those areas. Now, if Kate's gone, we could probably sneak back beside this building.
Time to press ahead.
She's still over here. I don't know why.
Light on my feet.
You've wandered into a forbidden area. You sense it might be time to leave.
You're not supposed to be here.
Nice and quiet now. On my way. Very well. Skulk about. Have to keep going. Should mind my step.
You don't have permission to be here.
Yeah.
This way.
You've been seen re-entering a...
Oh my gosh, just... Go away, Kate, you nosy.
You've been seen re-entering a forbidden area. Apparently it's becoming rather tiresome.
Alright, before anybody moves, we're just gonna fast travel before we have to beat up Kate. Though she does deserve it at this point. Alright, well I do think that we are done with this area. We could possibly do something up this way. No, it's all dead end. Well, let's head to the sewers. I'll double check my quest log and stuff before I make too much progress elsewhere. I'm curious how large the Undercity is going to be. Might have a fair bit more to do down there. And we will rescue Orpheus. I've decided on that course of action. Cool. We're getting close to the end, I think. Depends on how big the Undercity is. Oh. Even better. The Undercity ruins, and we have this. I think I'll check this out first, right? Just a passageway. But we'll save that for next time. For now, I'm going to call it here, and next time we'll check out this passageway and then possibly enter the Undercity. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.